Hi guys, welcome to Storytime with Stacyka. So today I'm going to talk to you about a new development. So I got an iPad and I realized that a lot of students all over the world, especially medical students, talk about how iPads are efficient, how they are helpful and all of that. And I decided to get one because of many reasons, which I'll be talking about in the course of this video. And this video is just basically me telling you my experience with this so far and whether it was actually worth it. I didn't actually think I needed an iPad initially. I've been in school for a while. I'm in my 4th year of medical school and I've been writing notes. I've been using a notebook. I've been using my laptop to study. It's been okay for me. But recently I started getting into more of medical school YouTubers, watching their videos, and a lot of them seem to have one thing in common: the iPad. And I wondered, how beneficial would this be for me? Do I really need it? Would it be worth the cost? And my roommate also had an iPad and I consulted with her because I never really thought that I would need it, but then I asked her, how has it been helping her? Has it been beneficial? She literally said there are only pros and she had no cons to talk about. And after watching a few more videos, I was sold. I decided that I would want to get an iPad. Now at that point, I actually needed a new laptop because my laptop had a bit of an issue, as in hardware wise. It was a bit broken, but I had that fixed. It's still a bit fragile in that sense. And also it has its processor is an i3 core processor, whatever it's called. And that means it's very slow. I mean, there's i7 there. I don't even know if there's something higher than that. But then I just knew that it was so slow. I used to edit on my laptop with Premiere Pro. But when I switched from filming on a 7 Plus to an iPhone 11 Pro Max, the video was too complex for my laptop to support, as in for Premiere Pro and my laptop to work together. I had to do a whole lot of converting before I could do it. It was just stressful. So now I'm basically editing on my phone. So I actually don't use my laptop that much. It's just there in case I need to type something, or it's there for storing stuff like information. It has a lot of folders for the various academic stuff, like that kind of thing. So it's just there. And I would have loved to get a new laptop, a better laptop. So that was the dilemma actually. Should I get the better laptop or I should choose an iPad? I weighed everything and I realized, I'm editing on my phone. The main thing I really needed a laptop for was editing, because that was the problem. That's where it lacked, because of the processor. And I just decided it doesn't matter because I'm editing on my phone, so might as well get the iPad because it's more efficient. Now we move to the search. I struggled to get this device, guys. I really struggled. My budget wasn't so high. I was not able to afford, my budget was not for an iPad Pro. No. So I was really searching and I wanted it to be an Apple iPad, not just any tablet, because I use an iPhone, and the more I have things within the Apple ecosystem, the more you actually enjoy the efficiency of Apple. So it was kind of like a must. There had to be an iPad. And I don't think it would have been difficult to have gotten any other tablet in Ghana, but I struggled to get an iPad because mostly in Ghana people don't really use iPads that much. They mostly use MacBooks and iPhones, so you find a lot of markets for that. But for the iPad, it was only the iPad Pro that I could find, and it was not in my budget. No, it was 7,000 cedis people were selling around that price. What I wanted was the iPad 2028 generation in 128 gigs because I need space. I didn't want any 64 gigs. I really searched, guys. I DM'd almost every Instagram page I knew that had anything to do with Apple products. I couldn't find anything, but I did have this friend who was selling Apple products. I asked him and he only had the 64 gig, and I didn't want to get that because I need the space. I actually need the space. So I was really down. I almost decided to have it shipped from Apple. I had contacted these people who deliver things from the US, and I was coaxing my mother into the idea. It's cheaper to buy directly from Apple, but the delivery fee was quite pricey, so to add on, it's almost like, let's say I'm buying it from someone here who has added their profits, right? So we're almost going to settle for that, and it was like so last minute, and my friend DM'd me that he got what I wanted. Granted, I wanted the Wi-Fi plus cellular because we live in Ghana, we don't really have much Wi-Fi everywhere we go. So I wanted the Wi-Fi plus cellular so I can put a chip in it and use it on the go. But he only had the Wi-Fi, but I had all the other specs. It was 8th generation, it was 128 gig, and I mean, it's more than a half a loaf of bread better than none situation, because it was almost what I wanted, and I settled for it, and I'm glad I did. I also got the Apple Pencil with it, and it's like a match made in heaven, and I've been loving it ever since. So yeah, like, we made the decision the night before. The guy told me that he got it, and I think I was home for Easter, and I was going to come back to school the next day. So the night before I was coming back to school, I live in the Greater Accra region, Tema, and I school in Cape Coast, so it's quite a distance. So and I was leaving in the morning or so. So we just decided and then, okay, we're getting it. It was for a good price, and I had it delivered the next morning, and I went to school with it. It's your birthday, but who gets presents? It's your birthday, but your mommy gets presents. Your mommy, I used to take, I don't know, photos of you or something. Oh. Okay, I'll give you this one. Take. Yeah, free. Now, I mean, I got the iPad, I got the Apple Pencil, I was excited, but I was presented with a new dilemma. I had no case, no screen protector, and I struggled because, again, these Instagram pages mostly sell the covers for MacBooks, mostly sell cases for iPhones, but for iPads I only found one, and they were even selling it for only the Pro. Like, I don't know, is it that we only have rich people in Ghana who only buy the Pro? So it was very frustrating, and I decided, someone suggested I check Telefonica. I checked the website, nothing there, but my mom managed to get to their actual physical shop and found something there. I mean, if you're a business and watching this and you have an online presence and a physical presence, please update them, let them be at par. People rely on the online presence too, because they had nothing like that on their websites, but when you go to the physical store, it was there, and thankfully it was the last one. I mean, thankfully for me. And I was so happy that I got it. So right now it was protected. Like, I was literally carrying it around in the little plastic it comes in, because I was so scared of dropping it, scratching it. I mean, granted, it's not so much protection, but at least it wasn't raw moving around. My iPad shall not be naked no more. I got a case for it finally. I've been literally keeping it in this plastic it came in since, like, it came, like, for protection's sake. So I'm now coming to unbox this and see how well it fits. It should fit. I mean, this is for a 7th generation just, but then it's the same size, so it should fit. So this is the case. It has a nice slot for the pencil, and it's nice. It looks protective. Yeah, and it has this thing so that it'll make it stand. So let's see. This is it. It's actually really cool. Like, the slot for the pencil, and like, it fits perfectly. And this is the back. It fits perfectly, and it feels really nice. It has this velvety finish. It closes well too, and it looks really protective. I'm quite happy and pleased, and yeah. So I've not gotten a screen protector yet, but I think the case is very protective, so it's pretty cool, and yeah, I'm happy. Now it's time to review. So I've been using it since after Easter till now, and actually it's a 10 out of 10 for me. I enjoy it. I think it was a very worth it purchase. It wasn't a waste. I would have made this decision over and over again if if presented, because it was not a waste. I wouldn't take back the decision. it's efficient, it's compact. I don't write with notebooks anymore because of the Apple Pencil. So all my textbooks are on the iPad, all my PDFs, all my PowerPoint presentation slides from lectures, all my notes. I use Notability app. All of them are on the iPad. I journal with it, I write my ideas with it, I plan my YouTube videos with it, I write everything in it. Like, it's like everything in this one thing. And like, I actually have my plan for today's video on it, so I just keep referring to it so that I don't miss certain points. Basically, it's one of the most efficient things, and it's so easy to learn. I mean, I just carry this. I can just carry this and go to the library, and it's enough for me to learn because I can read on it, I can write on it, everything. It's like a student's dream. Where that's is actually important. And if you can afford it, I would recommend it. But then if you are not an Apple person, or if Apple is a bit too pricey, any tablet would do that maybe supports the apps that you want to use. So perhaps if it's note-taking apps, you have to find out whether it's compatible with the brand that you want to buy and the specs or the version of it. Yeah. And then you would also need to maybe get a pencil or a stylus to write with if you want to access that opportunity that comes with having a tablet. And I really think it's one of the most efficient things for students if it can be afforded. I wish that I could have had this from my first year. I think it would have made things a bit more easier, but I mean, granted that it's not a big issue. I mean, I've been using notes and stuff for like 3 years. I'm now in my 4th year and I got this, so it's not like I was really lacking, but I just realized that it would have been much more efficient. So if you've been questioning whether I should get an iPad or not, or a tablet or not, maybe that would have been your next major purchase or investment, or if your parents are willing to get it for you, then I would recommend it based on my experience so far and from other people's experiences as well. So before you get it, you should actually really consider if you truly need it. Like I said, it's an investment, it's a big purchase. Whether it's Apple or not, it's still not going to be cheap. So you have to consider whether you're somebody who would benefit from it based on maybe what I've said, and you should do your own research from watching other YouTube videos, other reviews of the products before you get it. So you have an informed decision. You should also consider, again, if you use Apple products, let's say an iPhone, I strongly think an iPad would be a good match. It would be an add-on because, like I said, Apple ecosystem, the more Apple products you get, the more you get to feel how good it is. Actually, this is the only thing I have: the phone, the iPad, and the pencil. I mean, if you want to contribute and get me a watch or AirPods, I do not mind. But yeah, that's I think that's what I can say. Later on I will do probably a video on the apps that I use on it. I'm still navigating it, learning how to take full advantage of it, watching more videos about better apps that are good for students, good for iPads and stuff. But I think for now I can just tell you that Notability has really helped me. It's a note-taking app, and I think that's all I will say. I mean, in another video I'll go more in depth with them. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I educated you a bit on whether, maybe especially if you've been struggling, whether you want to get the iPad or not. Yeah, this was an interesting video to make, and I'll see you in my other videos. Bye.